I've been in the gym getting my level up. Fenders getting gas, so I mash on the pedal. What? The backboard I crash, slam the rock to a pebble. What? The breeze from the past will assist your irregular breathing. Handle got your ankle in your knee in a disagreement. Now your balance taking off for bereavement. They wanna know what I be cooking up, cause then they think we be even. But I know, look, this, so I never seen it now. Gym getting my level up. Fenders getting gas, so I mash on the pedal. What? The backboard I crash, slam the rock to a pebble. What? My team is the strongest and we crush the competitors. Game over!
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fast Break. Glad to see you again. I'm Tolly Carr in Atlanta. As promised, we'd have games, and we'd have games canceled. So FAMU was supposed to play North Carolina Central, but COVID postponed that matchup. So South Carolina State stepped in. They had nothing to do at the moment. They filled the void with the expectation to play 2 games. Well, they played 1 before COVID protocols struck again. Luckily, HBCU game day was at game 1. FAMU hosting South Carolina State, who was filling in for North Carolina Central. Rattlers with the brother named MJ Randolph. That's what they call him. He's a bucket. Lonely teardrops. No charge today. Get on up. Power move here. South Carolina State, jump, stop, pump, fake, hang, and bang. That's Jamal Davis. 5 points, 12 boards. More from him later. Telegraph, line 1, please. Omar Krosky with the steal and the bunny. He had a team high 18 points. Going hard in the paint, Sebastian Guichon. Let's stick to Sebastian. I can say that a lot easier. South Carolina State up 33-32 at the break. But if old Sebastian is a big body bench, then Evans Desir is an Escalade. The XLT model, 6'8", 300 pounds. Give me that. Next play, he doesn't get the bucket, but he should get the credit. The ball kept alive. Randolph, MJ with the deuce. Can't stop the hustle. Bryce Moraine, leaping deflection, quickly gets back up, fills the lane in the paint. Give him that. He can go ahead and flex. Flex on him. Flex on him. Back to the Bulldogs. Here's Davis with the block. Buddy Pugh, man, you have yourself a quarterback next fall. Krosky, a lefty spiral, touchdown, and the layup all at the same time. But mama, there goes that MJ. Now who wants to fight through this screen? Nobody. MJ just able to fill the hole made by his left tackle there. Coach Simmons, get that man on the field. 6'8", 300. Yep, that's just a little too easy right there. South Carolina State almost got their first win, but the Rattlers squeezed this one out 70-68. All right, that's the action from Tallahassee. These are strange times. The basketball schedule for all schools remains on a razor's edge. And athletic directors like FAMU's Courtney Gaucher have to manage it all.
We've been road warriors, but we're, quite frankly, just the opportunity to play for our young men to compete here in Tallahassee. It just brings a different element. And, again, as the spring concluded last year and things abruptly ended, we took a lot of things for granted. And so we're really just excited about having the kids back here in Tallahassee. We talk about thinking big, and this started last year. To really just instill the vision and core values in our young men that we expect to win. It's not something that just happens every time we compete. And as even in a lot of our non-conference games, we gave everybody we played hell. We played several Power 5 schools, and other than one of them, those were close games. And so we're certainly excited about the conference play. It was a little bit closer than we anticipated, but nobody said it had to be pretty, and so we're just really excited to continue the play, and on our quest to obviously dominate the MEAC. Again, just taking it one step at a time. It's not a frantic moment when something does pop up now. I think we've kind of gotten a couple of those under our belts, but obviously just making sure that the health and safety of our kids and our program is the number one priority.
I've been in the gym getting my level up. Fenders getting gas, so I mash on the pedal. What? The backboard I crash, slam the rock to a pebble. What? The breeze from the past.
So the MEAC, like all conferences, just trying to make it, man. Welcome back to the show. Hopefully, they'll find a way to tournament time, and it would be a surprise to no one if North Carolina Central is the team representing the MEAC in the big dance, March Madness, whatever that is going to be. Let's revisit the Bull City the last time we actually had a MEAC championship. The Eagles were flying high.
Hey, this is what we do. NCCU, come on, yo.
North Carolina Central came into the Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia as the 3 seed, but they were probably the team with the most question marks coming into the 2019 MEAC tournament. On one hand, they came in as back-to-back conference champs and have shown in recent years that they're not to be taken lightly in tournament play. On the other hand, with 6 conference losses and a particularly ugly outing in their last regular season game, NCCU wasn't drawing as much championship attention as the top 2 seeds, Norfolk State and North Carolina A&T. But in their opening game of the tournament against Delaware State, NCCU turned those question marks into exclamation points as they came out the gates on fire. Shooting 60% from the field en route to a 44-28 lead at the half. And the Eagles had it going from all sides. Jabri Blunt had 8 first-half points. Zachary Douglas had 7. Sharpshooter John Guerra came back after 7 games off and was all the way turned up. Larry McKnight Jr. finished the game with 10 points. He was 2 for 4 from 3 and topped it all off with this absolute monster of a throwdown. Rayshawn Davis went for 10 points and a big jam of his own just before the halftime buzzer. But Randy Miller Jr. and his 18 points would lead the Eagles' way to the semifinals as NCCU beats Delaware State 75-57, setting up a 3rd installment of the Aggie Eagle Hoops Classic. But this time, it was way more than just bragging rights on the line.
We don't like to say we repeating or defending champs, so we're not defending nothing. Well, last year is last year, the year before that is the year before that, and this year is this year, so we're going to try to go out and make a great game plan and prepare for a really good A&T basketball team tomorrow.
Now, it's always a big deal when the Aggies and the Eagles face off in anything. But after a 3-point loss in the Eagles' nest in late January, coupled with that 22-point loss in Club Corbett only 1 week prior to the start of the MEAC tournament, for the Eagles, getting to the conference championship game was cool, but beating A&T was a must. And whether they're squaring off in Greensboro, Durham, Norfolk, you can bet that wherever it is, it'll be a knockdown, drag-out fight to the final buzzer, and that's exactly what we got. Both teams traded buckets early in a tightly contested first half that was played mostly within a 4-point margin on either side. It looked like the Aggies might be ready to break out to a big lead until the Eagles went on an 8-0 run powered by big man Rayshawn Davis, who was not playing nice. "13 points on 5 of 7 shooting helped NCCU go into halftime with a 28-24 lead. And coming out of the break, there was a clear sense of urgency from both squads, as the majority of the 11 lead changes in the game came in the second half. Simply put, the Aggies and the Eagles were slugging it out in Norfolk. It was Big Aggie Bucket after big Eagle bucket, clutch Central play, after clutch A&T play, but Central managed to hit some big threes down the stretch, got helped out by some missed Aggie free throws, and when the final buzzer went off, it was 65-63 Eagles, and the boys from the Bull City were headed back to the MEAC championship game.
Let's go, dude! Yes, sir, big fella! Yes, sir, big fella! Yes, sir, big fella! Yeah, boy! Hey, we go to trips. I don't know if they know, we go to trips. Talk about it here, come on, baby! Come on! I'm fucking man! Oh, man!
I've been in the gym getting my level up. Fenders getting gas, so I mash on the pedal. What? The backboard I crash, slam the rock to a pebble. What? The breeze from the past will.
Here's some kids, man. I don't score no points. They step up, they made plays. It's our time of year, man. We gotta fight for everything. It's do or die. And we don't want to die. We got one more. It's not over. We got one more.
But there was no time for celebration, or even very much rest for that matter, as NCCU faced a quick 12-hour turnaround to face the #1 team in the conference, as well as the tournament hosts, the Norfolk State Spartans, a team they had lost to in overtime a month prior on the Spartans' home court. But the goal for NCCU was exactly the same as it had been the 2 years prior: get one more win, and the MEAC championship comes back to Durham. The only problem is, Norfolk State had the same plan, and the Eagles were on their turf. The early part of the first half was played close to the vest as both teams were in chess mode, trying to figure out what their opponent wanted to do without giving away too much themselves. But with around 6 minutes left in the half, Norfolk State goes on a run. Masadi Pitt goes for 10 in the opening half alone. CJ Kelly puts in 11 points of his own, and the Spartans go into the break up 32-22. But North Carolina Central comes out of the locker room on a mission. The Eagles go on a 12-0 run, led by 7 clutch points from Jordan Perkins. Then Zachary Douglas gets in on the action with a slam. And Rashawn Davis with the play of the tournament as he jams home his own missed layup. The Eagles were able to rally and put themselves up 7 with under 10 minutes left to play. But Norfolk State was not about to let the MEAC title slip out of their grasp so easily. Masadi Pitt on the comeback trail for 2. Then Jordan Butler gets the grown man putback, and the Spartans are right back in it. Butler on the other side of the ball gets a big block on Davis. Spartans down 3. Seconds left in the game. Masadi Pitt gets a decent look from 3, misses it off the side of the rim, and the North Carolina Central Eagles win their 3rd straight MEAC title.
NCCU, come on, yo. Man, I'm a champion. This is a dynasty. North Carolina Central. All this right here runs through North Carolina Central. We've been doing this a long time. That's the reason I came here. They told me to come here and win championship, and that's what I am. Read that right there. Hey, everybody that doubted us, we knew we was going to be right here. This is all we got. This is all we got. This is all we need right here. We're champions, baby.
Great feeling. We're blessed to be able to do this thing for the 3rd time, for the 3rd year in a row. Kind of at a loss of words right now. I just want to thank all my bros that went to war with me. I just want to get back to being with my family. That's it.
Man, everything, this is what it's for. They doubted us, man. They didn't think we would get back here with this team. That's something else, man. Something special. I'm proud of these kids, man. Proud of these kids.
Winners win, man. I don't know how else to explain it. Winners win.
3 of them. Y'all can take a nice look at this right here. Come on, baby! Come on! Yes, sir!
Jim getting my level up. Fenders getting gas, so I mash on the pedal. What? The backboard I crash, slam the rock to a pebble. What? The breeze from the past will.
Welcome back, everyone. Tyler Carr in Atlanta. CIAA basketball, a no-go in 2021, but they are always a part of the culture. So let's go back to 2018. A man who is now a Harlem Globetrotter, but then he was a power forward with St. Augustine's University. Former CIAA great Quincy January in January.
4 years. In the game of college hoops, you only have 4 years to leave a legacy that can last a lifetime. And for St. Augustine University senior Quincy January, the 2018 CIAA tournament serves as his final chance to add to his already impressive legacy as a Saint Aug Falcon. A legacy that started with one block shot in a church league in Riverdale, Georgia.
In 5th grade, when I was playing in church league, it was my first time ever actually playing basketball, and I had blocked this one kid's shot, and I always remember that blocked shot because it was like for kind of like a buzzer beater to go into the halftime, and I had blocked the shot, and the crowd was going wild, and it just gave me a great sensation. Like this is what I want to do. Transition to high school, it was a big leap. I started varsity right after my freshman year, so it was like jumping right into the fire. So I had to get adjusted with everything, and I was Region Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year there, and MVP for my school a couple years. I had some D1 offers or talking to some D1 coaches and stuff like that, but it didn't fall through. I guess they weren't as serious as they seemed to be. My AAU coach, Coach Douglas, knew a coach that used to coach here, Coach Gibbons. And he had me set up to come up here, have a visit and stuff like that. After the visit, I liked the school, I liked what I saw and everything, and I decided to come here. I'm a firm believer in Christ, in God and God's plan, so I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be at. Because actually, after my sophomore year, a couple of D1 coaches wanted me to transfer, but I just told them I was fine here. Of course, I thought I was going to go D1 out of high school, but everything is not meant for everybody, so I just took what I had and I made the best of it. It's actually funny because my coach was talking to me and he was telling me like I wasn't even supposed to play my freshman year. I was supposed to be he was supposed to redshirt me my freshman year, but he said he couldn't get the bigs that he was trying to recruit, so I ended up coming here and starting my freshman year. So there was a lot of expectations on me, but I think I handled it pretty well, just keeping calm and doing what he asked of me and just performing the best way I can. It was I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit scary, my first college game, very, very fast-paced, high-paced, just going. Like it's nothing like high school, so you have to learn to adapt. My freshman year, is when I really established myself because that's where I was just really catching oops and putbacks and stuff like that. And I was just making myself assertive, making sure people knew who I was, trying to get my name out there.
And after a disappointing exit in last year's tournament,
we just got to use it as fire to, not want to have this feeling again.
Quincy January only needs one thing to complete his legacy: a CIAA championship.
When the ball doesn't bounce the way you want it to, it's heartbreaking, honestly. Last year in the tournament, we were set up in a good position. Played a good team last year, Fayetteville. We made it all the way to the finals. We couldn't execute like we should have, and it hurt really bad. I feel like that was supposed to be our year. We were supposed to go all the way with a championship, and I just knew that was going to happen. For us to exit out as we did, it hurt a lot, but that hurt I just carry over to this season. Making sure that we don't have to feel that anymore. Preparing my guys and myself for the tournament coming up, because all of them are new to the tournament. Only 3 of us have actually been in the tournament, and the rest of the team is all new to it. So it's like, and I keep telling them it's very different. Like CIAA tournament play is very different than regular season play. So it's like I just have to make sure that they come ready and make sure I'm gonna prepare them right, so everybody has the right mindset and the will to win. Like I told them last night, after the loss, that put us in out of second place race. So now we're fighting to keep 3rd, and being that we play 3rd, we'll be playing Wednesday throughout. So I just telling them it's not impossible, because before the new format, they had teams playing Tuesday all the way to Saturday, and some teams that won like that, you made it to the championship. So I tell them just because we lost this game, yeah, we lost it, but what I'm telling them is that we have to learn from this game because coming up to CIs, we can't make the same mistakes. Because in CIs, when you make those mistakes, other teams will capitalize. And we can't give other teams that opportunity to capitalize off our mistakes. If we're going to be beat, we just have to flat out be beat, not by beating ourselves, but have the other team be a better team than us that night. Playing in the CIAA, I couldn't be more thankful for it. I thank God every day for just allowing me to have this opportunity to be able to actually play college basketball, because not many people can say that they actually played college basketball. It'll be all nice, you know, to say like, yeah, I played CIAA and I did this, I did that. But one thing now for sure going to say is that we won a CIAA championship. That's my main focus. So that's the one thing that I can always carry over with me, because they can't take that away from me.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next week with the latest on what's happening with HBCU basketball. Until then, be easy. We'll see you on the next episode of the Fast Break. Let's get out of here with a dream shake. If Hakeem was like 85 years old and shooting bricks.
I've been in the gym getting my level up. Fenders getting gas, so I mash on the pedal, what? The backboard I crash, slam the rock to a pebble, what? The breeze from the past will assist your irregular breathing handle, got your ankle in your knee in a disagreement. Now your balance taking off.